It's Christmas party season, which can really take its toll. But recently, on nights out, I've been getting into low and no alcohol beer. And it's nice because you wake up feeling not disgusting. So what I thought, some of you might be considering that for the Christmas period. We get some of the best no and low alcohol beers and get one of the best people, Stevie White, to come around and sample them together. Steve, have you ever had no or low alcohol beer before?
Not really, no. I've not really understood why I do it, but you've just said you wake up and you don't feel disgusting.
Because what I didn't realise, I'd always have like soft drinks before when I went out.
Yeah.
But what I didn't realise, if you do this, it still feels like you're getting drunk.
Oh, that's smart actually.
But so when we came to your partner Ariane's thing, I was with Bev, my wife, and I were in with Becky in the pub, having a few drinks, and she didn't know that we were on non-alcoholic beers. I felt like I was a bit drunk, but then you go and go, I can drive.
Like a little placebo.
Yeah, a little placebo effect. So here we go. So we got all these beers. So what I thought we'd do, Stevie, we don't have to drink them all because there's just too many. I've just went online. I've ordered these beers from a company. It's not sponsored by anyone, but I thought some of you might be interested in drinking no alcoholic beers. So I got in touch with the company and said, any chance of a little discount code for the viewers? So if you do want any of these, I'll put a link down in the description. It'll get you 10% off. So happy days. It's nice
happy days.
They're not sponsored, so I'm not going to mention their name.
That's nice of you.
Well, we've got to go somewhere in the middle, haven't you? So what we'll do, we'll pick one, we will rate it out of 50 each, and then that'll give us a total score of 100.
Okay.
That's good?
Yeah, that's great.
Can you think of a better way of doing it?
No, that's brilliant. I like your little rating systems for these things.
Okay, it changes every time, doesn't it?
I'm a big fan of actual beer sometimes.
Yeah.
Certain actual beers.
Yeah.
And I know how they make that. How do they do a drink that tastes like beer but with no alcohol in it?
I thought you might ask something like that, Stevie. And that's why, knowing that I couldn't answer that question very well, I got in touch with Big Drop, who make one of the beers down there somewhere, who are one of the leading low and no alcohol beer manufacturers. I said, can I come down and film someone? So throughout this video, we're going to be interspersed with an interview I did with Rob Fink, the founder of Big Drop, who's going to tell us about no alcohol beer. And this is him answering Stevie's question. How is non-alcoholic and low alcoholic beer made?
So there are 3 or 4 basic ways of doing it. The first way, which most people up until we came about had done, and many people still do now, is to brew an alcoholic beer and then remove the alcohol. You can also use halted fermentation, so whereby you start a brew, but before the yeast has a chance to convert sugar into alcohol, the process is stopped. The drawback with that process is that you then, as I'm sure you have many knowledgeable viewers, but you're then left with basically wort. So it has that not quite finished flavour, so it's not great. What we do is we brew to strength. So our beers are 0.5% ABV, but they never go beyond that, but our beers are fully fermented. But we simply, one thing I usually say is, we just brew beer. Our beer is just beer. We haven't messed with it, we haven't removed anything. It just so happens that instead of it being 4% ABV, it's trace element of alcohol, 0.5% ABV.
I'd like you to pick which beer you'd like us to start off with. You can pick any one from here to sample first of all.
There's one that stood out to me when they were all lined up.
Yep.
And that's this can just here.
Low Tide Wild Juice Chase. Smells lovely. So taste this. Is this going to taste like a real pale ale?
It smells like one.
That's so nice.
It's how is that non-alcoholic? It just tastes like an ale.
It's amazing, isn't it? He's down here. All right, legend. That is absolutely lovely. And what a start to it. Low Tide Wild Juice Chase Pale. Weavy, what are you going to go for?
40.
I'm going to go 45.
Really?
I think it's brilliant. Right, Stevie, I'm going to pick the next one. I'm going to go for a beer, a traditional beer in a non-alcoholic version. Let's go for Moretti Zero here.
I like a Moretti.
Beer out Moretti Zero, alcohol-free beer. Cheers.
Cheers. Not for me.
It tastes like a flat Moretti.
Yeah. It's like there's no bubble in it. There's nothing.
Yeah. You see, that tastes like a beer.
Yeah.
This tastes like a beer that they've taken out the alcohol from.
It's like they've taken the fun out of Moretti,
Yeah.
which they kind of have.
Yeah.
Oh, the aftertaste is bad as well. Oh, 6.
6 out of 50?
I hate it. I do not want that ever again.
It's not brilliant. But, I mean, I could drink it, but I wouldn't want to. I'm going to give it a 12.
That's not great either, is it?
Double your score. Hop aboard Jack Staff, our mighty macro IPA, brewed with mosaic and centennial hops for a heady mix of citrus, pine and peach. Jack up the flavour and jack in the alcohol. God, jack in the alcohol. Don't do that to it, mate.
This is going to taste great.
Jack Staff IPA from Scotland. Brewed in Scotland. Let's have a little taste.
Smells nice.
Smells lovely.
Really, really fruity.
It's very piney, isn't it? It's like drinking a Christmas tree.
Flavour's nice, but
Yeah.
it does feel flat again. Not necessarily as bad as that, because it doesn't taste as strong of beer.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to have the same... Like, that one felt like you were drinking a proper pale ale, didn't it? Sort of thing. This is nice. I like it. But you're right. It's not got as much of a sort of...
Beery feel.
Beery mouth feel, if you will.
Better, but not as good. It's a mid-range one. I'm going to go a 28.
I'm going to go for a 26. Sussex Best by Harvey's is one of the great cask ales of our time.
Okay.
Let's see what the low alcohol version is like. It says not more than 0.5% alcohol. So I don't know exactly how much. It's definitely not more than that. It doesn't taste the same. You're not having it, are you?
No. Oh, I don't like that. Well, that was so Norfolk. I don't like that.
You don't like that one bit. It's not the same as the best bitter, but it is.
Is that similar to what it tastes like normally? Maybe I just don't like that style of
You
drink.
might just not like that style of drink, but yeah, it's sort of, I'd say, but it's not as good as some of the other ones we've had so far for me.
I'm going to have to go 2.
2? I'm going to give it 23.
It says not more than 0.5%.
Yeah.
If they're all like 0.5s and we're drinking this many, surely over time I can still get drunk.
Great question. And that's one for Rob Fink.
So there are studies, I think it's the University of Freiburg in Germany has done a proper academic study whereby fundamentally your body processes that 0.5% faster than you can drink it to get any kind of blood alcohol measure. So you can never get drunk on the beer. It just won't affect your blood alcohol level. There's a very funny clip, I can never remember the exact address, but if you sort of Google, how much alcohol-free beer do you need to drink, there's a chap in the US who's a competitive eater and drinker.
Right.
So don't try this at home. And he specifically says, don't try this at home. And he worked that out. He said, right, okay, well, this is the drink drive limit, which I think in the US is about the same as the UK. Mm-hmm. If I drank this much 0.5 beer, I will have consumed this many units, so therefore I would be above the limit. But that is an insane amount of beer over a short period of time. And he does it. It's quite funny, but also a bit not very nice to watch, because some of it does come out. Then he does a breathalyzer test, and it's 0. So, no, you've not had a drink.
Wow.
So, short answer is, doesn't affect you.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, sorry, I have really been Rob not to thank you.
Back to us in the studio.
I didn't thank him at the time. Right, speaking of Rob, let's pick this one then. Let's do Big Drop Brewing Co. Poolside Double Dry Hopped IPA, alcohol-free, 0.5%. This is one of Rob's beers, and it's going to be very awkward now if you hate it.
Okay, I'll try my best to not hate it.
No, be honest. You've got to be honest. No room for favouritism. If you don't like it, I want to hear it, Stevie.
Okay.
That does smell.
Oh, that's really
summery.
nice.
Smells holidays. Poolside's a great name for it, isn't it? That's really good.
I love Rob. Not only is he a man of intellect and knows everything we need to know, he's made a great drink there. Do they do alcoholic beers as well?
No. So they're a purely no and low alcohol beer provider. It's very good. I'm getting pine, very piney again, isn't it? Let's look what it says. Yeah, flavours of pine, herbs, and a big slap of mango.
I like the mango. I think that's why I like it so much.
Yeah.
Big fan of mango. 42.
42, marvellous. I'm going to give it 41. It's fairly similar. It looks favouritism now if it wins.
Yeah, I'm going to find something better. Sorry,
Okay.
Rob.
It's a blood orange pale ale.
Oh, okay.
0.5%, brewed in Greenwich, London, by Brew by Numbers, who are a sort of mainstream alcohol brewer.
Okay.
This is an alcohol-free number from them. Blood orange pale ale. Let's go. I quite like a blood orange. I think it's quite an exotic. It's exciting when you think it's an orange and you open it up and it's like, whoa. This is a bit like that.
Is that what blood is?
Whoa, dude, I'm blood. I'm not a little orange.
I went in expecting to dislike it, and I don't hate it. I taste nothing.
What do you mean you taste nothing?
Honestly, it just tastes like I'm drinking sparkling water.
Yeah, it's not the strongest taste.
I'm smashed.
Absolutely smashed on alcohol-free beer. What are you going to give that then, Stevie?
I think I just have to go 25 because it's nothing to me.
Well, that's half mark. Surely it's lower than that if it's less.
No,
than...
because it's drinkable. Like I can drink that better than the other things.
God, if half mark is just that you don't throw up, that is.
Okay, let's go 20.
What's up to you? No, you can choose. Up to you.
20.
20. Okay. I think so. Right? It's nice. It's not my favourite. I'm gonna go 25.
Free tropic, non-alcoholic. Napa?
New England IPA.
Napa with speciality coffee.
Coffee beer?
Coffee beer. But the only reason I chose it is because it looks to be by a company called Funky Fluid. And I've always wanted to try Funky Fluid on camera with you.
Thank you.
Oh,
so the coffee.
So much like coffee.
So much like coffee. Let's get in. That's nice.
Yeah, don't hate it. I was expecting to hate it.
I thought I was giving you. It's not. I have coffee in like stout type drinks and that, but this is.
I don't drink coffee. I don't drink hot drinks, but I don't mind an iced coffee on occasion. And I love an espresso martini, and that's given me an espresso martini feel.
It tastes like espresso martini. It tastes like an iced coffee, as you say. It's really nice. You could have that on the way to work, and people are going to think you're a nutcase.
Yeah, it just tastes like a cold coffee. Funky Fluid, you are getting a 41.
Ooh! I'm going to give Funky Fluid. I think you're pretty close. I'm going to give 38.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Like you say, they're a big name in the alcohol-free world.
Way better than the Moretti.
Yeah, I think this tastes just, this is what you sort of want, I just think, from a general, not particularly fruity sort of thing, just a general beer.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't particularly like it.
Right.
But I would not, with the Moretti and a couple of other things there, I know they're non-alcoholic, like it doesn't taste quite right. That does feel like a beer. 18.
Okay, I'm going to give it 30.
Ice cream sour.
Yeah.
Funky Fluid!
Yes!
Funky Fluid again? Come on!
Your friends?
Love the guys at Funky Fluid.
Why have you suddenly got this affinity to Funky Fluid?
Don't know.
Do you like a sour beer in general?
Never had one. But if it's Funky Fluid, I'm all over it.
Alright, let's give it a go. So Steve, this is going to go one of two ways, this, isn't it? It is a bright green beer.
It feels wrong.
Ice cream sour. What does it smell of?
Sour?
Smells a bit like ice cream, like minty ice cream. That's lovely.
Is it?
That's so nice. Woo! Tastes like an innocent smoothie.
It does. It doesn't taste anything like alcohol in the slightest.
It's packed with cactus, kiwi, I was right,
Yeah,
mango, and used spirulina as the colouring agent, so it is basically a smoothie.
Yeah, I think the kiwi is overpowering, and that's probably what I don't like about it. I don't like kiwi. 15.
15, I really like that. I'm going to give that 39.
Okay. Would non-alcoholic drinks be for people who just don't want to drink ever? Or like people like me?
Do you know, who knows?
Rob!
It's another question for Rob.
When we've done some surveys on our own consumer base, we found that 80% of people who drink Big Drop drink alcohol.
Right.
So that's your 20% would say,
Yeah.
I'm teetotal or sober or whatever you would say. 80% drink alcohol. In terms of an age demographic, it's me. I'm 44, I've got 3 kids, I'm tired all the time, but I still want a beer. So midweek, it's that moderating beverage that you can have, but you can still enjoy a nice beer. And you can come to the pub as we are here and still have it if you're driving back to Norwich.
Interesting, isn't it?
Really interesting.
Interesting. He's full of facts, isn't he, Rob?
He's a great guy.
He is a great guy. By the way, if you want to see the full interview with Rob, because there are a few other questions that won't make it into this one, you can see it over on my Patreon, which is a place where I get money and people get extra stuff. So you've got to do that. Little link down there. We have lots of nice things, including a little meet-up recently.
Meat.
No, people came to meet.
Oh.
Didn't give them meat. You get sent meat.
You can see Robbie's meat on his Patreon.
No. This is Mikkello, one of the big craft brewers, a non-alcoholic hazy IPA. Lovely artwork.
I like the artwork.
I like it. Again, piney. A lot of these beers seem to have that piney thing, which again, I really like.
It has a stronger flavour than a lot of the other ones. I'd give it a 30.
I'm going to give it a 40.
Ooh, high score.
Thank you.
Joker AF, dude.
Dude.
That is Joker AF.
I presume the AF stands for alcohol free.
Oh, really nice.
You a big fan of that?
It's just an actual drink. I'd never know that wasn't. There's not loads to it.
No, there's not loads to it. That's what I'm thinking. It's not. It's definitely. It's very, very pleasant.
I haven't given many things in the 30s. I'm going to go 36.
Okay. I'm going to go 22.
Okay.
This is Brulo 5 Fruit Gose.
Brulo.
Which is refreshing gose with mango, passion fruit, guava, apricot, and orange, which means it's going to probably taste a little bit salty.
Okay. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that.
So much salty, didn't I?
So salty and so much flavour.
That is the style, but it's. What do you think of it though?
It's like I'm drinking a fruity ocean.
That's good, right?
I'm not sure.
It's just not what you do. Have a little time to compose yourself. I think that's very nice.
We just had one with very minimal flavour that was just like an easy drink. This is the complete opposite.
It's really good. I'm going to go high 30s for that. I'm going to go 37.
22.
That makes sense.
Drop Bear.
Sorry, I'm so full of alcohol-free beer. You're burping. Sorry, that's disgusting.
It is just nice, isn't it?
It's just really nice, that.
That's really nice.
Nice and tropically. I really like that. I'm going to give that one 41.
I think it might be my favourite.
Go on, go for it. What are you going to give it?
45.
Right, let's do friends of mine. This is No Worries from Lervig. And you do get this quite often out and about.
Yeah, it's okay. Has a slight washing up liquid taste to me. Not that I drink washing
Not
up
getting
liquid.
that. It's quite smooth. Again, there's they like pininess in these things, don't they?
Mm.
It's not my favourite. I think it's very decent, and I have drunk that on many an occasion. I'm going to give that a 36.
I'll give it
35.
Okay, I'll give it a 29.
Right, Stevie, I am so full of low alcoholic beer, I think I'm going to throw up. So it's the first time anyone's ever had a hangover from low alcoholic beer. So let's do one final one, and I'm going to let you take your pick. You can have a look and see what's on offer here.
Grapefruit and guava. It looks lovely. I love the little design on the front. Lowlander, get in my belly. Oh, it smells a lot like a drink I love. Jubel. They do a grapefruit drink, which I think is lovely.
See, I'm not wild on Jubel, but this I really like. Really tropical, really fruity.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 43. I think it's so nice.
I was going to give it a 41.
Wowee. Bravo to Lowlander. Right on the buzzer. This is your first time drinking no alcohol beers. What are your thoughts of it now and how have they changed since the start?
Yeah, I think surprisingly nice, a lot of them. Some of them definitely missed the mark, Moretti being the standout on that. But I don't see an issue with it. If there was a night out that I didn't want to drink properly, normally I'd go for a soft drink. Why not? Why not try and join in with the lads and have a non-alcoholic beer instead?
And you, of course, now drive. So this opens that up as an option.
Well, I'll let you know how I feel on the way back, because if you have tricked me and this is all alcoholic, I will never be seen again. But
well, the list of the beers is on the screen now, but I'll just run down the top 5. In 5th place was Stevie's beloved Funky Fluid, New England IPA with coffee. Joint 3rd place was Low Tide Wild Juice Chase and Big Drop's Poolside Double Dry Hopped IPA. In 2nd place was Lowlander's non-alcoholic tropical ale, but Drop Bear Tropical IPA. We've gone very much for the tropicals here, haven't we? Sort of thing, so but there's a lot of great beers. There's so many good alcoholic beers out there. As I said, got your 10% discount down there in the notes section of this.
Smashed as well.
If you want it. And I'm so drunk, can't get off of me. Thanks for watching. Back with another video in the next few days because it's December and I get more ad revenue now, so there's loads of videos.